that came up in the 60s, because apparently they were worried about that parents wouldn't seek help for their children, because in those days, children started school at 7, and sometimes they didn't have any contact with any other, they were worried that they wouldn't have contact with any other sort of, teachers or anybody else who might be able to notice that something was not quite right. And Sweden is the only country in the world with this law, because I checked.
Yes, I never heard anything like that.
Yeah, no, when I started looking into this, I was told that it was Sweden, North Korea, and Cuba. So I rang the embassies of North Korea in London, and they said no. People use all sorts of herbs and medicines, maybe not homeopathy, but they use. And in Cuba, we know that they use homeopathy. So Sweden is the only country, and they are now considering changing this law to raise it to 15.
This is very incredible for me, because in the start of life, there's the onset of health. And if you don't give a child the possibility to have complementary medicine, they never will have a very active immune system.
I know.
Yeah, me know.
We know. But I like to say, rather than saying that children can't be treated, when I talk about it, I say, because I say parents are not allowed to seek help for their children, even if the conventional care can't help them, they're not allowed to seek help. So it's complete madness, really. You can, apparently, a GP, because there was a court case in Sweden, a GP or a medical doctor can treat them. If they've tried everything else, they can treat them with complementary medicine. But the problem is nobody's trained to treat with homeopathy, because a doctor is not allowed to be a homeopath. So it's...
Oh, in Sweden, a doctor is not allowed to do it?
Yeah, so I know people who are nurses, and they can't say that they're a homeopath. They don't tell people that they're homeopaths at work. Yes, it's, well, number one is that we have obviously got more time than if you go to a GP. Sometimes you can, if you need to see a specialist, you get a longer time, but usually in Sweden anyway, it's like 10 minutes in a drop-in clinic, and you're only allowed to bring up one symptom. You're not allowed to, you have to come back if you want to bring something else up. It's, so it's like, what I like about homeopathy is that you look at both the physical body, the mental and emotional sphere of things. And one thing that I was taught in the first college as well, they were very talking to us a lot about doing timelines, because when you do the timeline, you can really see what has happened and when and why. And even patients sometimes go, oh, I didn't realize that it was like that. So that's, it is, to me, it's a bit like being a detective, that you have to start, somebody comes in and says, I have a problem with ABC, whatever, or they say one thing. They usually only tell me one thing. And sometimes if they have a lot of things, they kind of apologize because they have a lot of things. And I said, no, we're here to put everything on the table now. So listing all the different things, and then doing the timelines, going through from head to toe, all that kind of thing, to try and pinpoint when this person, what happened, where's the crack at this person, what happened to this person, or was it, or maybe if they need the remedy from the beginning, or stuff. But I find it really fascinating, and I love it when the patient starts realizing how everything goes together.